Hi guys, I'm the Elongated Caterpillar. Welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 2015. Alright, in today's one, pretty much we're just going to be continuing on with the logging, so I'll just jump straight into it. So as you guys saw in the last episode, I just had bought pretty much all the equipment I needed, and I just started, and I showed you guys how to cut down a tree, trim it, and then take it and where to sell it. Again, now, as I was saying in the previous episode, there's a lot of money to be made initially on this. Obviously, in the long run, it probably wouldn't be pulling in as much money as if you had many fields and you had many tractors constantly producing crops and harvesting and selling the crops as well. But initially, it's a good way to get started. Like I said up in the previous video as well, I've only been playing for about 10 hours now. I need this little thing. So, I'm not an expert on the game, however, that's what the Let's Play is. I mean, that's what you do. You play it, and you make mistakes, and you learn from it. So, there's a few other things you can do as well, like you can do missions. There are, I guess there are boards around the place, so pretty much it's just like I don't know how you describe it, just like I'll show you guys in the game anyway. It's a bit hard to describe, so pretty much you just go around, find the boards on the side of the road, and they have missions there. So there are missions. I did one where you just had to mow a lawn and you got like a couple of grand for it. It's nice and easy. There was another one as well where I used the telehandler and I had to deliver crates of wool and things like that. Alright, now what we're going to do is just make sure, there we go. So first things first, we'll check this guy, see how much he's got. Okay, where's my trailer? Is that silo? That's cool. So what we'll do, we'll just go take the rest of your payload, and then we'll just go put it in the silos. Now guys, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to start cutting the videos down. I'll try and cut the video down to around about a 15-minute, maybe 20-minute video at the max, just because it did take quite a few hours to render the video. Again, if you guys have any comments or how I can actually render them and make them better, that'd be great. Look, I'm using Vegas Pro 13. I spent a fair bit of money on it. Obviously, it's not bloody cheap, that's all I have to say. The missus wasn't too happy that I bought it. But you know what, at the end of the day, like I said to her, I love playing video games and I want to try it. It's not, I don't want to make this a career. However, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not fussed. I'm just making videos because I love doing it. So yeah, so if you just want to Google how much it is, feel free to do that, guys, and you'll see how much I actually spent on it. So it's not cheap, but in the same breath, it's worth the money. I used another program previously, and that was really laggy. So I'd much rather use this program that I've got now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, yeah, I'll leave that guy. Alright, so let's go and harvest these trees here. We'll make it a nice, quick and easy video. Okay, I might crop some of this out, just so that way you guys don't have to actually watch everything. I'll do a little bit, so pretty much this episode will just be harvesting these few trees here, and then the next episode will just be showing you guys how much money you can actually earn. And then after a while in that episode, hopefully I would have actually bought some of the better equipment. I'll show you guys how it works, and then we'll go from there. So once I have enough money to do all the things that I want, then I'll move on to a different industry. So once I've got all the really good equipment from logging, then I'll move on to, let's say, husbandry, or I might just do farming in general. I'm honestly not sure, but we'll see how we go. That's what Let's Plays are. Well, that's the worst part. You cut a tree and it doesn't fall over. There we go. So we'll just cut a few of them. So with the equipment that you can actually get, you can get a machine obviously that grabs the trees, cuts them, and trims them for you, and cuts them to a specific length. It makes it so much easier
But then the hard part is, there's no, from what that I'm aware of, there's no way that you can then stack those logs up straight away. So it makes it a lot harder to go and grab them all. Well, if I find something and find a better way to do it, then I'll share it with you guys and I'll show you how to do it. But until then, I'm happy just to do this. Again, it is time consuming, but if you're keen and you're eager and you want to, obviously you didn't just buy this game because you just had nothing else to do. You obviously bought it because it interests you. But it's good fun. Honestly, it is a lot of fun. If you like those games where they're slow and methodical and you got to take a bit of time with everything, then this is one of those games for you. If you're more into obviously the COD or I don't know, I don't play them much, but I mean I don't mind them. But if you play it, good on you. Yeah, obviously like I said, if you don't like slow games, then this game probably isn't for you. I don't mind a game of Age of Empires actually. That was one of my first ever games that I played on, like back when I was a teenager, and that's pretty much all I played. So yeah, it brings back good memories. Just being like, similar to this, it is a bit slow and methodical, and you can do whatever you want until, of course, you get attacked, and then they absolutely obliterate you, and that gave me the shits. So yeah, but this game's good. I like it. I'm trying to get misses into it, or just want to play with someone, just so I can try. So that way I don't have to do everything myself. So if you can imagine, it'll be a lot faster to get other people to join in with you rather than you just doing it yourself. Obviously you can earn more money, things like that, but I honestly don't know how to go. So apparently I've seen online that there is a multiplayer option, but again, I haven't actually looked in. I just saw it today as I was just scanning YouTube, just logging in. So yeah, sorry, at the moment guys, I'm just rendering that, uploading that other video. So the first video now. Oh, jeez. Okay, so as I said, you want to get the weight at the front. I don't think I thought that through. I'm gonna have to go around the other side of the tractor. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Yeah, so eventually, like, as I said, what you can do is you can go and get well, I wouldn't say lawnmowers, but that's pretty much what they are. So you can go and mow, so anyway, it's top heavy. Yeah, so you can go and get mowers that you can put on the front and back of your tractor, and then you can go and mow people's lawns. Now, this is when I had quite a bit of money in. I was like, you know what, yeah, I can do that, not a problem. What ended up happening was I had one of these tractors here. I bought the front and rear harvester for it, and then what happened was there wasn't enough power. The tractor itself didn't have enough power to have all three motors for the lawnmowers running and pull them at the same time. So I mean, there was the slightest incline on the field and I couldn't even get up it. It was just ridiculous. So my goal is to eventually get one of the really big tractors and just go and mow everything down. Excuse the pun there. But again, that'll come in time, so I'll just do this. What I'll do with these guys, I'll just, instead of putting them on the train again, I'll actually go and I'll show you that you can put them in the water, and you get a little bit of money. Again, not as much as if you put them on the train, because I guess you can say you're sort of doubling up. It's like a gravy train, really. So yeah, so you can go and put them in the water. You still get a good amount of money. It's the exact same amount as if you put it on the train, but you don't get the doubling up action, so you can't double dip, so to speak. Yeah. Okay, look at that. Okay, so we've got a few logs in there. Let's just go and... Alright, we'll just go and take it there. It doesn't really matter where you go and drop them off. And so as long as anywhere in the water, it'll still give you money for it, and that's the main thing. So with the Okay, so with one of the harvesters for the trees, it only works with specific trees. So what I'm talking about is the fact that, see those trees there, see how they're all wonky? So that it's not just straight up and down, it sort of branches out everywhere and there's no real straight trunk, but with these ones, it's just straight. The harvester can only collect straight trees because it just does, that's what it does, and no. So you can't go and collect curvy trees with it, it just doesn't, it's not compatible with it. So then you just gotta go, if you want the curvy ones for whatever reason, you just gotta get your chainsaw out and go cut it. Which I understand is the pain. But hey, look, you do what you want. Yeah, I found out that you can't actually hit these people, so they're all like invisible. So even though they're there, you can just try and run them over, and nothing happens. And you just walk straight through my vehicle. Stupid. That's just stupid. I mean, I like it. I like the fact that you can't exactly run them over, and I don't mind the fact that you can't really damage the cars. So like on the road, if you hit a car, you can't damage it, and there's no real ramifications for it. It's just like, oh, who cares? You just hit a car, so what? Oh. Uh-oh. Oh. See if I can grab a few of them. Okay. So, what you want to do... I'll just move that forward. Just forward enough. And I think that'll... Yeah, that should do. Okay, so you just want to drive forward. You just got to be careful, don't go too far. Again, if you drive it in there, I'll show you as well, guys. Tip it, and release. And release. Watch the money. So $5 for one, $5 for another. So that's pretty good. It's nice and easy. If you honestly can't be bothered, but I don't know why you wouldn't. If you don't want to put it on the train, feel free to dump it in there, guys. You still get good money for it. Again, you just don't get the chance to double dip. So, man, this reminds me so much of my childhood. Like, you know when you go to a park and you see one of those, I guess you could call it a digger in a sand pit. And so anyway, you'd be like, oh, this is so cool. So you would end up sitting on the digger. Now all the people that have used it before you, so you have a few levers, one to sort of scoop it and then one to pull it back towards you, and then you could just pretty much sit on the seat and it'll swivel around, and then pretty much everyone before you had done the exact same thing, and you'd have this trench where the claw or the bucket would scoop up from. But it reminds me that I like the fact that I can use these claws. It's just good times. I don't know if you guys had things like that when you were younger, but that's just what it reminds me of. You know, I really, really enjoy that. It's something so simple. It's sort of like when you were younger, I had a fascination with trains. It's sort of like this at the moment. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'll just drive the car in here, and I'll show you. Okay. Oh no. Somehow it floats on the water. I don't know how that works, but I can't get in it, but I can stand on it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, you hit the I button, and then you go across and you find your vehicles. Okay, so you all type, so we want that, telehandler. Okay, so you got the option to reset the vehicle or tool. So yes, we're going to reset it. Now what it does, it only resets that specific item you selected. So now we had an attachment on the front, which means you have to go and find the attachment. Okay, see how it's just over here? When you respawn it, it respawns at your base. So it'll respawn somewhere around here. Yeah, somewhere there. So you just have to go, yep, okay, we'll reset that one. Okay, cool, and what else is here? So we've got that, there should be the dolly, and there should be the other one, the tractor. Okay, so we're just going to tap through. Okay, so here's the telehandler, and there's the log claw. So that's pretty much it for this one, guys. What I'll do in the next video, like I said, I'll just go drive around, go harvest more logs. In the next movie, or in the next episode, I'll have quite a bit of money. I'm aiming to get, say, $300,000, and I'll buy a log harvester, and I'll show you how that works. And I'll still keep this same telehandler, but I'll just show you. Pretty much that's what I want to do, guys. I don't want to bore you with the same repetitive stuff over and over again, because it's fairly repetitive. So look, guys, I'll leave this video here. If you have any more comments, questions, queries, anything else that I can do to make the videos better, leave it in the comments below. If you like the video, hit the like button down below. But until next time, guys, fist pumps for days, and I'll see you guys in the next video.